Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. Today we're going to be doing the next 4 stages at the Fanhome release of Build Your Own R2-D2. Isn't that right, R2? So I thought I'd just give you an idea of what you're actually going to be making. We've only got 10 more stages after this pack before you get what you get here, and I am just playing with the app. Obviously he's making him talk, which is quite funny. You can do everything with this thing. I like moving his head and moving his head the other way, just so you can see all his LEDs and stuff working there, all controlled from an app, and I'll show you that when we actually get to stage 100. But I just wanted to give you a little tease about what's coming. Now, if you want to get this for yourself, I have put the link down here to the Fanhome website. You can get that all the way from pack 1. But today we're going to be doing stages, I believe, 87, is it? 87 to 90. So without further ado, let's get cracking. So, stage 87, as you can see here, this is the magazine. Haven't been through the magazine for a while, so let's just show you what you actually get in each magazine. Each stage comes with its own magazine, as you can see there. And today we're actually going to be doing the dome support frame. So this is what's going to actually pivot the dome to turn. And this looks just like that. So at the end of it, we have this triangular section that we're going to be putting on, the dome is going to mount to. So everything we need is in here, all metal. Let's get this out. I've also got, as you see here, my box of screws, because we're going to need them today. I just keep everything in one place here. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting these arms onto this center spindle here. Now they go with all of the writing facing upwards. So if we've got that around this way, one's going to go in here, one in this side, and just one in the other side over here. They're going to be held in with some 2.5 by 4mm screws. So the 2.5 screws look just like this. They're exactly the same as the other silver screws we've got. They just got bigger heads. So I'm going to put these in one at a time. So as I said, they go in that way with the number up, but we're turning it over and they're actually attached from this side here. And each arm takes 4 of these screws. Now these came in a previous pack, so you will have to go through your little screw collection to dig all of these out. So as you can see, that's one done. I'm going to do the other 2 here. So welcome back from that cut transition. This is the last one going in here. And as you can see, they're all in just like that. Now we want to turn this over, and in the center here, we've got a bearing to put in, which is just going into the middle like that. And then we're holding that into place with this cover, which again is going like that. And it's just saying to screw that in now, but once again, this time it's going to be using the silver screws, but the smaller headed versions of those silver ones. And just to remind you, they look just like that. So get these in. And that's the bearing in that section there. That's all there is to do in that stage. So stage 87 here, through the magazine again. All the instructions are normally right at the end. I've seen these around where I live. These are actually in the Milton Keynes area. Very freaky when you first see them for the first time. We're going to be doing the base panels and the electronics. So this is the charging ports and the power switch for your R2 unit. So this is what we're actually going to be doing. We've got the base panel. We're going to be fitting these components into that now. Now in this stage they have gave us some more screws. These look like some black flange screws. We've got some black long length screws as well. They also give us a screwdriver. This is going to become invaluable. The reason being is this screwdriver is used to actually open this tray here to put batteries in and out if you need to do that later. It also comes in handy on other builds when you need a really tiny screwdriver. So let's start this. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to be taking this lip plate looking like that, and we've got a connector to put on it. And this is the connector here. That's just going to go over the top so it can slide forwards and backwards. This is just a thin bit of plastic, so it's not meant to be too rigid, because this needs to be able to bend down to get the batteries out. So put that in there. I've got this little bit of plastic here which looks like a top hat, which is going over the top of that there. And I'm putting that in with a 2.4 flanged screw, which is a black screw here. It comes in this pack and it looks just like that. So get this in. I'll put it tight for now, but you should, as I said, have movement here. Bring over the rest of the base now. And as you see, we've got 2 holes here. Quite simply, this is just going to be going onto this section, but it's going to be secured in with 2 holes just on this section just there. These are the same flange screws as we put the last one in with. That's 1. And that one's 2. And now you can see what I mean now, that we'll be able to pull this out and drop it down. That's how that's meant to work. Okay. All we got then is these 2 components to put inside. One of them is the charging port and the other one is the power switch. So I'll put the charging port in first. As you can see, this is shaped, so it can only go in one way. It's going to go in this way, just like that. And I'm holding that in with 1.7 by 6 mil screws. So they look just like that. These are black screws. Get these in. And here's the second one here, just going in the other side. That should be in nice and secure and flush, as you can see there. The only other one we've got left to put in is the power switch. That's going in this way here. So feeding it from this side. And the way they've got it is with the on switch. This is just this line facing towards this edge here. So line it up and just push it in like that. And that is all there is to do in that stage. In stage 89 here, let's go straight to the back. Now we're going to be doing the centre foot and leg details. That's what we're working on. All the parts again come with this stage. So it's this centre foot that we're building just there. As you can see, we're putting the details together here and we're going to start putting these on one side of that foot like that. Okay, I've got me tweezers to get these out. Basically, we need one of these sections here, one of the ring sections, and then one of those sections there. There's actually 2 lots of these. So I'm just going to get these all out in line there. And quite simply, we're just taking this section, putting the collar on there, and then we're going to close that off with the lid here. It can only go in one way, so it fits flush. And then from the underside there, we're going to be screwing it in with a 2.3 by 6 mil screw. Now, they came in the screw packs that we've just had. So they look just like that. And I'll get this in here to close this section off. And all I'm going to do is exactly the same thing on the other side. So it looks like that. Put the top on. And then once again, 2.3 by 6 mil screw. And get that all the way in. We don't want to take this centre section here and we're just going to be slotting these on each side. So there is a centre channel, as you can see, just down there. So this one's going to go on like that. And this one over here is going to go on like that. So these blades here are pointing towards the lugs in the middle. Now, you can see how this is going to go because we've got the same pattern in there, which is the opposite of these. So this is just going to push into this and hold everything into place like that. Turn it over. And then we're going to be screwing that in from this side here. Again, we're using those 2.3 by 6 mil screws. So that's 1. And that one there is 2. Now we are left with this plate looking like that, but we don't actually use that because that is all there is to do in that stage. So the last stage here, as you can probably expect, is just the other side that we're doing. So I'm just going to flick to the end, exactly the same parts as we had last time. So we're actually going to get this pretty similar to what we've done. The only thing we're not putting in, again, is this part here. So once again, I'm just going to take out the sections here that make the detail that we just made last time. Put these together. So 1, 2, and 3. Whoops. There we go. Screw these, make sure they're nice and tight. And then I'll do the other one here. Once again, we're threading this on. So one side is going to go in, oops, get it the right way, that way there. The other one's going in that way there. Once again, attach it to this other side of the foot plate there, so it clips in. Same screws, 2.3 by 6mm screws. Just through the top here. Here's the last one going in. And then that, believe it or not, is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in this pack. But we do have this part left over. And from this stage, most importantly, we've got this bit of metal rod here. And we've also got this front, which is going to go onto the front foot. Now what that is, if you can see here, we've got one here, is it stops it crashing into anything. So when this pushes, it stops R2-D2 moving. This is actually a switch, as you can see there. So that's what that is. We need to keep that safe for next time. But that is all there is to do in that stage. That's all there is to do in that pack. I should mention there's two other details here as well. We haven't used them as well, so I'm going to keep them safe. I did check through the instructions because you know what I'm like, I normally forget things, but no, they definitely weren't in that stage. But there is only 10 stages to go, so you can imagine everything that we got coming now is attaching everything together, the legs, the body, and then we're going to be putting all the electrics plugged into a main control board. Once we've done that, R2-D2 is going to be finished, so that means there's probably 3 deliveries left. But it does look good, doesn't it? So if you want to get this for yourself, I have put the link down here to the Fanhome website. You can get this all the way from pack 1. But I really hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.